Hello and welcome to Froggity Frog Crochet and this stitch guide on how to crochet the Paris stitch. So this is a whole free stitch that has these beautiful looking shell-like texture to it. And it's really easy to make, very simple to get started. So to start this stitch, you're going to need a foundation chain in multiples of 3 plus 1 plus 2 for your turning chain. So before we begin our Paris stitch, I've marked the first chain for my hook because my turning chain is going to count as the first stitch of the row. So then in the fourth chain, I'm going to make a double crochet. Okay, so that turning chain counts as the first double crochet of our row. And for row 1 of the Paris stitch, we're just going to make a double crochet in every stitch across. And this is just going to give us a nice solid base to start making our Paris stitches on. So the Paris stitch is a really simple one row repeat, but we do need to make a couple of rows before we get to that repeat, just to get everything nicely set up. Okay, so just coming to the end of row 1 here and all the double crochet we need. One more. Okay, so row 2. You're going to turn, chain 1, and make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch of the row. And I'm just going to mark that with a stitch marker. And then I'm going to make a double crochet in the same stitch. So in that first stitch of the row, we have both the turning chain and our first double crochet. Now we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. And in the next stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochet. So both in the same stitch, chain 2, and still working in that same double crochet, make a single crochet. So you're going to have a bit of a wonky shell. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, all in that one stitch. Okay, so after your single crochet, going to skip the next 2 stitches, and in the same stitch, you're going again to make that wonky shell. 2 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, and still working in that same stitch, make a single crochet. So that's the repeat for this stitch. Skip 2 stitches, in the next stitch make 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet, all in the same stitch. So you're going to make that repeat all the way across the row. When you have 3 stitches left, you're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and then in the last stitch of the row, you're going to make 2 double crochet. So because this is row 2, we're working into that turning chain from row 1, and make 2 double crochet in that stitch. And row 2 looks like that. So row 3. Row 3 is our repeating row. Okay, so you're going to turn and chain 1. Make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a stitch marker in. And then still working in that first stitch of the row, make another double crochet. So we're going to skip to the first chain space. So that chain 2 space in our wonky shell. Into that space, we're going to make another shell. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and still working in that chain space, make a single crochet. Okay, And now we go to the next chain space. So you skip all the stitches and you're only working into the chain spaces. The only times you actually work into stitches for this row is the first and last stitch of the row. Otherwise, you only work in chain spaces. And into that chain space, you're going to make that shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, still working in that same chain space, make a single crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way across your row. So you finish working in one chain space and you skip to the next chain space. Make your 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 single crochet, all in that chain space. So once you've finished working into the last chain space, you skip to the last stitch of the row and make 2 double crochet. Then to carry on the Paris stitch, you're going to repeat row 3 until you have as many rows as you need. And there is your stitch guide on how to crochet the Paris stitch. I would love to see what you make with this stitch. Please do come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggity Frog Ribbons and Stitch. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well for more crochet stitches, free crocheting patterns and hints and tips for your crochet. And if there's any stitch or crochet technique that you would like to see a video made on, please do let me know in the comments and your video could be made next. So thank you for watching and I shall see you next time for the next video. Bye for now.